Hypixel Skyblock. You've probably heard about it, but in case you haven't, it's an MMORPG made entirely on vanilla Minecraft on the Hypixel server. There are tons of custom items and areas throughout the game, but for some of these items, they're not that easy to obtain. Some items can take some players thousands of hours to obtain. That being said, this game can be very challenging, but what if I told you it could get harder? An extra game mode released a while after the main game released, called Iron Man mode. This extra game mode removed access to the auction house, bazaar, and trading with other players. This mode forces players to get every single thing completely by themselves. Truly, it can't possibly get harder, right? Now, the astute viewers out there may be thinking I'm referring to Stranded, a mode where you aren't allowed to leave your private island, ever. But I'm not talking about that. Has anyone here played RuneScape? Yes? No? Well, anyway, RuneScape also has this Iron Man mode, and works in pretty much the same way. But unlike Skyblock, RuneScape has a harder version of the mode, which doesn't allow the use of banks, which, in that game, not only holds your money, but also your items. It acts as an ender chest. Other than your inventory, you really don't have anywhere to put your belongings. Now what if I took the rules from this idea, and I worked them into Skyblock? What if I placed Skyblock without ever using any chest, any ender chest, any backpacks, and I never touched the bank? What if I played Hypixel Skyblock in a way where I only had my inventory to my name? Now obviously, since this mode isn't in Skyblock, we kinda have to make the rules ourselves, but I believe I have made a fair but still challenging set of rules. Number 1. No ender chests, backpacks, chests on island, etc. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm allowed to use no other container to store my items. But when I was creating the rules for this, it felt a bit too impossible without giving myself just a bit of leeway. So, exception number 1. I'm allowed to store certain items in the museum. I think this is a very fair exception, since for a lot of items, I need the full set of whatever in order to actually store it. Exception number 2. I'm allowed to use sacks once I've unlocked them. I debated with myself on whether this was going too easy on myself allowing this, since sacks cannot hold a ton of my items. But since sacks are not only a bit of pain to obtain, they don't hold every item in the game. There's still a ton of items that I won't be able to put in there. So, with that being said, I'm allowing myself to use sacks. And main rule number 2, no banks. I'm not allowed to store my coins in the bank. Simple as that. But please let me know if you think that these rules are either too fair or not even fair enough, if I'm going way too hard on myself. But with that, I think I'm done explaining everything. So, let's get to it. Go it up. It's time to create the profile. Let's go into here. Go into Iron Man, create. There we go. Created the ultimate Iron Man. Now you may be wondering what, I guess, the goal for today is. And to be honest with you, I don't really know. I don't know what the goal is today. Alright, let's sell everything in my inventory, huh? Let's go grab my rogue sword. I'd like to overall get a bunch of skills done, like, you know, progress a little bit in every area. But overall, I think my ultimate objective would be to do something in mining, since that is my favorite skill. So yeah, we'll go mining first. Not only is mining my favorite skill, but it'll be best for money, I'd say, probably, since I can't sell to the auction house or bazaar. Actually, the first thing I want to do is get combat 6, so I can get the auto pickup skill. It's my god, that's annoying without it. Oh yeah, we gotta get fairy souls, huh? Alright, let's go mining. Hey, but while I'm mining here, how about we talk real quick, right? So, I originally, with this mode, I wanted to have lives, and now, thinking about how Skyblock works, especially going into Slayers, I don't know if I should give myself lives, or, you know, if I do, how many lives should I get? Should it just be one? I feel like that's not good considering this game. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I want your guys' input in the comment section. Should I have lives? Should it be like 5 lives? 10 lives? 1 life? I don't know. You guys get to decide. You think something's too fair, and that goes for every rule. Like, if you think that, you know, I shouldn't be allowed to use the museum or something like that. I'm not using the wardrobe, by the way, but if I shouldn't be able to use the museum, shouldn't be able to use sacks, I think that's a bit extreme, but if you give a good enough case, then I may just, I guess, implement it. But anyways, back to mining. So here's where we're gonna get most of our combat XP, probably. But I'm a bit weary. I don't know how much damage these guys do. I'm a bit scared of them. Let's see here. Let's run back to spawn. Oh, I just realized it isn't bingo. I can't just warp back. Oh no. What have I done to myself here? You know what we should do right now? I'm gonna go get fairy souls. For my sake. I need some more health and whatnot. Right, I say that's a good stopping point for getting fairy souls. Let's go, claim them. Gotta...
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell
no. Then I go.
Alright, I'm back after 13 billion years of procrastinating. Let's make some progress, shall we? I really gotta think about where I want to move, progress-wise, if I want to go more mining or combat. I think mining, yeah. Alright, we may as well make it to the bottom floor of the deep caverns while we're here. Oh wait, I remember what I need to do. Combat level 6 is it? Yeah, it's 6. Only combat 4? Oh my god.
shit.
I gotta commentate again. Good lord. So we've hit combat 6. That'd be the first thing on my checklist to do right now. Next thing will be up. Shut up, Luke. Next thing will be getting up my redstone collection so that we can have an accessory bag. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ah! I don't want to die just yet. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I didn't get much redstone collection, right? I only got the first upgrade of the accessory bag, but because of my profile upgrade, or not profile, account upgrade I have on my main profile, it carries over to here, so I actually have a ton of accessory slots, so I don't need to worry about that right now. There's a much more efficient way of mining redstone I've got a bit later on. But we gotta go down in the Dwarven Mines before I can do that. So I guess, Step 2 of my little to-do list here is done. Now, step 3 is to get to the bottom of this stupid place. So yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we're running into our first inventory issue, and since I can't do anything with the redstone for quite a while, because I want to unlock enchanted redstone, I'm just going to throw a majority of this stuff in the lava. Or it could just not burn at all, what the heck? I'm going to keep the diamonds, some cobblestone, and the coal. And the reason for that being, we need the coal for the sack recipe. I didn't want to rush for sacks too early, but maybe we gotta, you know what I mean? In order to get into the Dwarven Mines, not only do we need mining level 12, but we need a bunch of different types of enchanted materials, like coal and iron and gold and whatever. So, I think the best bet is to go for some sacks to make that process just a bit easier. Alright, so we've unlocked the mining sack, and we have basically everything we need for it, except for this little piece of something in the middle here. And for that, we're gonna have to take a trip all the way over to the farming islands. Okay, so for some reason I just decided to not be a good YouTuber and talk about what I'm doing. So here's Editor Me here to explain everything that's happening. I realized that in order to unlock the recipe for the enchanted leather, I would need to collect 5,000 leather. Doing this by hand would take forever, so I opted to just let some minions gather the leather for me as I went on to unlock the Dwarven Mines. Alright, so now that we have 10 enchanted lapis, we are officially 1/3 of the way done with this, technically. Finally! Yeah! Yeah! With the Dwarven Mines unlocked, this opens a whole slew of content to experience. However, progressing through mining will only get harder as there are more and more resources that I won't be able to store. Will I be able to rise the ranks and obtain the best mining gear? Well, I guess we'll have to find out next time.